Hey, Johnny Roberts, welcome back to your podcast. How is the day treating you, sir?
It's going great. How are you, Mike, in
I
Kentucky? You doing well?
I am doing very well. Yeah, it's great. I was out driving around the other day, went by a horse farm, and I looked out and they had like six horses out there just grazing. I thought, how beautiful.
Mhm.
God's creatures
They,
are incredible. So
they are. Absolutely,
that's one of the
man.
things I love
You ever
living.
ride a horse?
I've ridden like two in my life. And they're big beasts. They really are. They're gentle, but wow, are they massive. You get up close to a horse, a big, massive horse. Those are some big dudes.
You ever seen them where they like have an animal next to them that's bugging them and they kick it? Seen the
No.
videos like where they'll kick a dog or something because the dog's
Oh,
bugging it or something.
no. Could you
Oh man, you should,
imagine?
you should watch some videos. I mean, the dogs lived, but it just shows them like or kicking a person or something,
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're so
Oh,
fast when they kick them legs.
oh, yeah.
They're
Oh,
just
and
aggravated.
powerful.
Oh my goodness, those thighs and everything. Boom.
Oh,
It
that
knocks people back. Yeah, you have to check that out. It shouldn't be
man.
funny, but it is.
I know
But
it. Yeah.
yeah,
That
it's
or
hilarious.
I was talking to somebody one time that worked around horses and they got stepped on by a horse and
Oh,
broke their foot. I mean, the horse is just massive, and the horse is just like, well, I just stepped there.
right.
Ouch.
That's what,
So
yeah. I
they're
mean,
beautiful animals.
thinking of like living on in the old days when that's what you had to ride for transportation,
Oh yeah.
ride a horse, and then they got the carriages and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, those guys would ride horses across
Oh
uh,
yeah.
plains and plains and mountainsides. It was just
I,
and I don't know how they did it. I mean, it's not very comfortable to ride one either.
not for that
Just,
long a period of time. Yeah. I remember all
no,
those
not at
John
all.
Wayne movies when he was on those things, Rooster Cogburn and all that, and he was on horses all the time. So
Right. And then
yeah.
the way they could, off subject here, it's kind of as far as retirement, but man, you ever seen in Westerns where like, and in real life, they can shoot guns and everything while
Yes.
riding a horse? It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
how could you be even any kind of accuracy
Oh, I know
uh,
it.
on that? You know what I mean? I'm sure they missed a lot, but once in a while they nailed somebody. It's like, man,
Well, they
that's
did.
just
So, all right. So,
crazy.
different topic since we're going down this horse ring. I know a guy in Arkansas before we moved here to Kentucky, and he was a professional rodeo cow roper. So he and his partner were on the horses, right? They'd let the bull or the cow out. They'd ride their horses, spin their little thing, get the legs tight up, all of that while riding a horse full speed. And I thought, how in the world do you learn to do that? Because you're riding this horse going up and down and having to aim and it's like it's just crazy what people can do when that's what you choose to do, whether you're a
Oh,
cowboy shooting guns or a
yeah.
rodeo guy roping
The
steers.
balance you have to have and the all that. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, it's crazy. I
what can you
love watching the
say?
rodeo because
Yeah.
it's masterful artful work. It really is.
Oh, it is. And those
Yeah.
guys they're brave, man. They are
Oh, they,
brave.
yeah,
Those
especially
are
the
big
guy who
animals. It's
the
not like you're
clown that
thinking,
jumps out to get the bull to go a different direction. It's like, no thank you, that's a job
yeah,
I don't want.
no.
um But orchestrating and being an artist in the rodeo ring is similar to being an artist uh, in life insurance and retirement planning and the power of zero. That's what we've been talking about in this like super mini series that we've kind of embarked on. Almost by accident, we kind of got here through a comment you made in a previous episode, and we're talking about the power of zero, the mindset that when you're planning your retirement, zero is a big number that we need to be thinking about. And today we're going to talk about one of the many, many products out there that people need to be considering because it has such great power of zero during life and afterlife. So why don't you just take the ball and run with it and tell us about the power of zero?
First off, I got to tell you, you are one of the best transitioners, man. We went from rodeos to this just in like two sentences.
Yeah,
Amazing what you're able to do. So,
thank you.
it's just, I don't know, are you an author too or something? I mean, you should be able to. It's good stuff, Mike. I
Thank
mean,
you.
I'm even shocked. I was like, well, I guess this episode's blown
Yeah.
because
How are we going to get
how
back on track,
we're gonna
right?
get back on track. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's
But
awesome.
uh, anyway, yeah. So we're talking about zero tax, zero loss, that kind of thing. And well, last week we touched on, if you're a married couple and
Hmm.
someone passes away, one of the spouses, well, the remaining spouse obviously is going to be in different tax brackets and all that kind of thing because they're filed single versus married. You want to leave money to kids, grandkids
Yeah,
at the event of your death. They'll be fine. I've got $450,000 in an IRA, and that's going to be great. Well, that's going to leave a tax burden on them, right?
right,
It's a
right.
great idea. I believe in passing on your legacy to your family and kids, but that tax burden can be quite substantial for kids and family
Yeah,
members and grandkids and all that kind of stuff if we're not aware of how we can maybe alleviate some of that ahead of time. And so, one of the aspects, and I know you love it, one of your favorite vehicles you prefer is a life insurance concept
yep,
for
absolutely.
legacy.
I
We'll
do.
talk about it next week. There is like a gift tax exclusion you can start setting up year
Yes.
by year that'll be tax free for your kids or grandkids. But the life insurance part of things is number one, my spouse inherits the money if I die, if he or she's beneficiary, right? And it's tax
Right.
free. So that prevents that all that money being taxed at a high level,
Yes.
because it's all tax free. So she doesn't have to worry about she's filing single anymore. My wife won't have to worry about that. I mean, that all of a sudden I'm a single tax filer and all this money I got from a death benefit, man, is going to make my income crazy
Yep.
for taxes. No,
It
it's
doesn't.
power zero, right?
Right.
A big lump sum of money, but zero taxes.
Phew.
And so leveraging what I have that's taxable, maybe to utilize some of that, because I'd rather deal with the taxes myself
Yes.
instead of trying to, if we really are trying to pass on a legacy, you know, maybe using some of those funds to purchase life insurance products, right?
Yes.
And I know
Absolutely.
you're a believer in that, right? I mean,
I
that's something
am.
that I know you have and all that type of thing, right?
Yeah, and a lot of it came out of there was a book written years ago called The Power of Zero, and I read that, and I've read lots of books around how to utilize permanent life insurance to build wealth and to have tax-free income in retirement. And so I'm a big fan of that personally. But you're talking about the death benefit aspect of having life insurance, and that plays whether you've got a permanent or a term life insurance policy. If you're talking about that death benefit, because that passes tax free, zero tax on that, and that's just part of the tax code. And that's what people need to understand that as they're planning for retirement, there are strategies and tools and vehicles that Johnny, you got access to, you've got knowledge around that can really help people understand why zero is such a big concept.
Yeah, and term insurance is death benefit, but that permanent insurance could be universal life insurance, index universal life insurance. Those type of vehicles there, because they're building a cash value fund, that also is tax free, right?
Yes.
So money that I want while I'm alive for adding income stream
Yeah.
to my retirement account, that part of it can be tax free. So it's not just Roths
Right.
that are the only tax-free vehicle. It's also insurance products.
Yeah.
And so, and what's interesting about a lot of them, and I don't know if you've ever done this, if you've taken a loan from your insurance policy, it's like,
Yep.
well, man, you're borrowed from your own money,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
And so, what's cool about a lot of these loans with a lot of these companies, and you can research it, and we can help you find a company that's like that, is you can do it anytime you want to.
Yep.
I don't have to wait till I'm 59 and a half, right? Because there's guidelines on when you can take money out of Roths and traditional IRAs. But
Right.
insurance policy, Mike, if you're like, you probably, if you're 48 years old and you want to take a loan out, guess what? You call the insurance policy, you get a loan
Well,
against your money on the insurance.
that's right. Well, or if you're 27, my son has one that we set up for him a number of years ago. They bought a house a year or so ago, right after they got, everything done in the house, hit July, and the air conditioning system went out. And he needed about $7,000 to put a new air conditioning system in it. And I looked at him, I said, "You've got money in your life insurance." So he borrowed from against his life insurance policy, bought the unit, And now he's systematically paying that loan off over the next 10 or 15 years. Doesn't matter. But he had access to money really fast and he was 27. But it's because we set that up for him a number of years ago and it's just been building that cash value like equity in a house, right?
And it's the other thing of that is a lot of the loans that are available, I meant to mention this, is you can use your money twice. There are, if you research this, there are so many wealthy families that stay wealthy
Yeah,
over time, generations,
yeah,
because they utilize life insurance. Okay.
absolutely.
But if you take a loan against life insurance and you have a certain type of loan, so your son took out seven, say he had $10,000 in there and he said, I need to get seven out. So he's going to take that seven, he's going to use it for whatever he wants. But what if I were to tell you that, okay, I took seven out, there's 3,000 left. I'm going to make interest on it. Yeah. But what if I told you that you're actually going to get interest on $10,000?
That's right. That's the beauty of it.
Like you never took that 7,000 out.
I know
You
it.
can't do that with any other vehicle out there. You want to take a loan against your 401k, guess what? Your 401k growth is going to be based on what's left in there. You
That's
want to
right.
take money out of your bank account, savings account, a CD, whatever. Guess what? Whatever's left in that savings account is what the interest is based on.
Yeah.
So life insurance is a unique aspect that where not only is it tax free, but also I'm kind of double dipping.
Oh,
Even
I
though
am.
even though I'm taking it, I'm still getting interest on it from the insurance company.
That's right.
And
It's crazy.
depending on the type of insurance policy, the index universal lives, you could be getting with the caps and stuff. The one we have one. The cap on that particular one is like 12%.
Yeah,
So I can make up to 12% following certain indexes. Even though I've taken money out, I'm still making it on all the money I've taken out. It's
I know.
crazy
It
if we utilize these properly and make them a part of what we're trying to accomplish.
right. And I think you said something earlier that I think our audience has to really understand. The wealthy in America for decades have been using life insurance products to pass wealth to the next generation over and over and over and over and over again because it's written into the tax code and they know what to do with it. Johnny can help you do the same thing. I'm following the model that the Rockefellers use for themselves. Now, I don't have the Rockefellers' money, but what little money I do have, I'm trying to build it, use it, pass it along, all tax free. Because I'm a big believer in that big number zero. And I think that's what we're talking about in this mini series, the power of zero. I think, Johnny, most people don't really even, they never have thought about it. They think life insurance is a bad thing. They don't understand how to properly use it. And I know you can help people just have conversations and open their minds to go, what are you trying to make happen? And if you're trying to have more tax-free income in retirement, if you're trying to pass money to some heirs tax-free with that big zero tax dollar, life insurance is a vehicle that you really need to take a look at. Have conversations
Yeah.
with Johnny. There are lots of
And
opportunities there.
one last thing, there are financial people that are very popular and famous that give financial advice.
Yeah,
And some of them say permanent life insurance is the stupidest thing you can do. Other people, though, say it's one of the best things you can do. Some of these wealthy families, like we said, generational. All I try to tell you is this is what it really does. This is what it looks like.
right.
Now you can decide, well, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard, or you can
Sure.
decide, man, that makes it one of the best things. That makes sense for me because it's very powerful. I personally
Right.
think it is,
Yeah,
and we'll show you why we think it is. But at least just don't listen to what somebody says. Well, even me.
right.
Uh, Call us, look into it, see the numbers, see the figures, see what it means for you, for your family, for your generational wealth. So um, look
That's
into it
right.
more than just hearing, and we'll
That's
love to
right.
help show you that. But we'll just show you the real numbers, show
Yeah,
you that this is what it does, this is what it looks like. You're gonna make a decision like, I don't want to eat that burger. It doesn't look that good.
that's right. And that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll show you everything there is,
That's right.
how it's made, but I'd say don't just pay attention all the time to the talking heads. And some of them I really like. I'm not slamming them. There's some great things
Right.
they do. But like anybody, there's things that like, well, maybe I should take a look at that. from my personal situation,
That's right.
you
Yeah.
know, because
And that's where,
overall, it's not,
yeah.
it's not a blanket thing.
Right. As you're listening to this podcast, we talk in very general terms here. You've got to have conversations with Johnny and his team to just look at your specific situation and talk about what is this power of zero thing? Help me understand that because I'm paying more in taxes now than I ever have, and it looks like it might not change. I'd love to get to a zero tax bracket. Is that even possible? Have those conversations with Johnny and just explore how life insurance might be part of a really great retirement plan to help you retire at new heights. So, Johnny, this is so exciting. I love this. I can't wait to come back and talk more about the power of zero with you on our next episode.
Yes, you're the best transitioner ever, man. Never forget it.
Thanks,
Horses
buddy.
to horses to zero. We love it.
I love it. This is great. Well, let's gallop on out of here, and we'll be
Yeah,
back
well
soon.
done. Well done. I'll see you later.